perhaps the game of the year last night. The Orioles, by winning that game, even this series at one game apiece, forcing a rubber game today here at Yankee Stadium. Orioles now just a game and a half back of New York for first place.
Yankees fans collectively can breathe a sigh of relief this afternoon. Aaron Judge is back in the lineup.
And there he is, Luis Gil, towing the slab in the boogie down here in a late afternoon on a Thursday. And you can see on the season, just dynamic numbers across the board. His 31% whiff rate is the third best in the major leagues on fastballs this year. Fast changeup. His walk rate also is the highest among all qualified starters, but he's been able to pitch around that because of that electric stuff and the strikeout rate.
So off we go. Henderson in.
On a Thursday afternoon in the Bronx, it's a rocket from Gunnar Henderson, misplayed by Juan Soto. Henderson darting to second. He'll hold right there. The first pitch of the game, a 110-mile-per-hour screamer that froze a right fielder Soto and will go as a leadoff double.
And this is a ball that's tough to judge. I talked about it yesterday, that line drive right at you. You kind of freeze to see how far it's going, and by that time it's over Soto's head, and he ends up at second.
Adley Rutschman on a fastball, grounded over to DJ LeMahieu at first. That moves Henderson to third, a productive out, the first of the game.
Swing and a miss, strike three. That's a big strikeout for Luis Gil to get the second out of the inning.
Henderson still down at third in this scoreless game. And Ryan O'Hearn, who drove in the first run of the game last night, is going to see if he can do the same thing on this Thursday.
And O'Hearn puts it in play to center for a base hit. Rinse and repeat. Ryan O'Hearn, another two-strike hit, another two-strike RBI, and it's another first-inning run for the Orioles, scored by Henderson and driven in by O'Hearn.
And once again, we see Ryan O'Hearn collect an RBI when he's got two strikes against him. One of the best two-strike hitters in the game, drives in Henderson, and it's 1-0 Orioles in the first.
With 7 righties to take on Cole Irvin, one of the Orioles' best pitchers this season. And Irvin's first pitch to Anthony Volpe, lined to left center and caught on the run by Cedric Mullins. So each leadoff hitter has drilled the first pitch of the game, but Volpe's more well located from an Oriole perspective. Another 0-2 pitch. This one's fair on a soft line drive. Mountcastle snares it, and Irvin has a quick 2 outs.
And here's Aaron Judge. And we mentioned in the open a huge sigh of relief by fans of the Yankees and the people in that dugout. He got hit on Tuesday. You didn't know what the story was. Didn't look great, but here he is back in the lineup, just missing one game.
And he goes down swinging here on a breaking ball from Irvin. Volpe, Soto, and Judge dismissed in quick succession, and a scoreless first for Cole. Great to see Jordan Westburg back in there after a day off yesterday. Westburg collided with Juan Soto in the first inning Tuesday. Soto really went running into him on a ground ball to third, was called out for interference. 2-strike pitch elevated up the middle. Jordan Westburg all over a fastball from Gil. And the Orioles are 3 for 6 to start against a pitcher who allows just 4.5 hits per 9 innings.
Cedric Mullins, big game last night. Mullins has not had a good season, average-wise hitting 193.
Mullins, fly ball into deep right field, at the wall, and gone! The Cedric Mullins show continues in the Bronx. A go-ahead RBI and the game-winning run yesterday, and a 2-run home run in his first at-bat today. And the O's have put 3 runs across in an inning plus against the American League's ERA leader.
And it's got to feel good for Cedric Mullins. A little bit more carryover after the good performance yesterday. 2 innings, 2 hits for Gunnar Henderson against Gil, no less. Arias up to second base, and the Orioles building traffic early as they've got 2 on base with 1 out, and now Rutschman going to bat.
And Rutschman rips the first pitch into right field. Another base hit on the first pitch from Gil. Hit so hard that Arias can only get as far as third, but the Orioles uber aggressively are just hitting one rocket after another.
Pour it on as early as you can here, because again, yeah, they used a lot of guys out of the bullpen last night.
Here's Mountcastle.
Mountcastle down to third. That's a fair ball inside the bag, headed for the left field corner. 2 runs have scored. Rutschman trying to make it 3, and he is in there well ahead of the throw. It's a dream start in the Bronx. A 3-run double perfectly placed down the line from Mountcastle. It is 6-0 O's running away against Luis Hill.
Yeah, forget the whole idea about being patient. They're just going up there on the first pitch that they see. They're trying to put a good swing on it, and it is working. A 3-run double by Mountcastle, and the Orioles are putting a little separation here real early.
Santander has got a base hit, and the Orioles have loaded them again with 1 out in the inning. Impressive display of offense against Luis Hill.
Well, the Yankees need Hill to bow his neck right now and get out of this and give them a couple more innings. So this is the first sign of adversity all year for Luis Hill. How does he handle it?
He's one batter away from getting pulled, in my opinion, right here.
And Westberg gets plunked. That'll force in a run at 7-0 Orioles. And let's see if they pull Hill.
You have to.
And they will. So Luis Hill having a magnificent season, but not a magnificent afternoon as his ERA jumped to 2.77.
Baseball's such a humbling game, isn't it?
5 up and 5 down for Urban. 7-0 Orioles.
Gleyber Torres, the second baseman, will come to the plate for the first time here this afternoon. A couple of walks and a couple of sac fly RBIs in this series, but no hits.
Fly ball right field deep, going back Santander, and he leaps. See ya! A home run for Gleyber Torres. Yankees on the board at 7-1. Good way to break a slump, right?
Yeah, and his at-bats have been productive in this series. He's walked, he's been hit by pitches, sac fly. But this is a ball that's out over the plate. And this is when Gleyber's going well. When he's hitting the ball the other way, you see all the high fives. Kind of gave the sign, just kind of chipping away, Coney, just chipping away.
Outside, Henderson chucks the bat away, and he has reached base 3 times in 3 innings.
It brings up Adley Rutschman.
And Rutschman torches one down the line and left, and that ball lands fair. It's over the wall on a hop. That's a bad break for the Orioles because Henderson, who was easily on the way to home plate, has to return to third on an automatic double.
Mountcastle walks, and the bases are loaded.
And now Ryan O'Hearn can really do some major damage. O'Hearn swinging at the first pitch, skies it into center. That's fairly deep. Judge is there to make the play. He'll heave it into the cutoff man Volpe. And it's a sacrifice fly for O'Hearn to score Henderson. It's 8-1 as the Orioles get that 7-run lead back.
You gave up a run in the last inning with the home run. You come right back, and the Orioles put one on the board.
And he walks. And that's a significant milestone walk for him. That's his 700th walk.
The 4th fastest per game and the youngest player ever to do it.
The boatload.
Ted Williams was the fastest.
And now he's aboard for Aaron Judge.
Nice to see this get to 8-3 real quick here.
Driven out to right field and deep. There it goes. See ya. 8-3.
A 2-run home run for Aaron Judge, his 27th of the season, and it's now an 8-3 ball game.
And this is what Aaron Judge means to this lineup and this team. And if that doesn't show you, I know it's just 8-3, but it's take little bites. Of course, you have to stop them on the other side.
New Yankee pitcher is a new Yankee pitcher. Tim Hill, 34-year-old. He was released by the White Sox on Tuesday. The lowest release point by a lefty in the majors. Signed with the Yankees today, put right into the bullpen, and now right into a game.
On a 1-1, Gunnar shoots it inside the bag at third. Fair ball, base hit. Henderson rounding first, not settling there. On his way to second, it's another double. Boy, they should just put an extra chalk line inside the third base bag. The Orioles have rolled about 4 up there already, and Gunnar's got 3 hits and a walk and 4 plate appearances.
And a stolen base at third by Henderson.
That was just too easy.
Well, I know Trevino's wearing a lot of this, but it's not fair. I mean, he has no chance. I mean, and he did the smart thing. Eat it. Right? If you have no chance, you have to eat it because it turns into an extra base.
Infield in, ground ball to Torres. He's coming home, and Henderson is tagged out.
There's nobody out. You got to make sure he gets through the infield, and he ran himself into an out.
Chop toward third. Cabrera goes to second, and the throw gets away. So that allows Mountcastle to reach, and Rutschman moves to second.
Just trying to do too much. Take the out. You have the out. Don't risk giving up a big inning. We're chipping away. You don't want to give them a 3-spot or a 4-spot. take the out.
Oh, what a catch there by Cabrera. 2 away. Saved a run.
Yes, he did.
2 outs now, 2 on, 8-3 Orioles leading. And Santander is going to flip around and hit right-handed.
This time Anthony powers one to right, at the wall, and that one's gone. Found the short porch of the blue seats in right center, and Santander gets to double digits in the month. 10 homers in June, and this one a 3-run blast.
Take that, bleacher creatures. And the Orioles lead it 11-3 on Santander's 19th home run of the year.
It is a double for Anthony Volpe. So now second and third for Juan Soto. Bounce down the first base line, fair ball, handled by Mountcastle. The throw to Irvin, covering and just in time to get Soto. But coming home to score, Oswaldo Cabrera, and it's an 11-4 lead for the Orioles.
Soto picks up his 56 ribby.
Long conversation with Cole Irvin before the at-bat against Aaron Judge. He had a home run to right field his last time up against Irvin.
Ripped to left field, coming on is Hayes, and he doesn't make the play. It'll be a single for Judge, scoring is Volpe, and the Yankees have cut the Oriole lead to 6, 11-5. Well, tough break for Cole Irvin. He had an 11-3 score, and he could not get that out to get the win.
A sharp shot for Ramon Urias puts runners on the corners for the Orioles to start the 6th, and nobody out for Gunnar Henderson.
Third base side, that ball fielded by the new third baseman LeMahieu, and the Yankees will only get 1. So finally Gunnar Henderson makes it out, but he drives in a run with it, and the Orioles are up to 12. Gunnar's got his first RBI of the game, and it's 12-5.
The makeup changed.
Oh, nice play by Volpe. There's 1, not in time for 2.
Oh, what a play. I mean, this young man has improved so much.
Acrobatic.
Yeah.
Cirque du Soleil show broke out there around second base.
But that could have easily been 2 men aboard for Austin Hayes.
Hayes with a rocket, elevated to left center field. Austin Hayes into the Oriole bullpen. Austin Hayes' first hit of the game comes with authority.
Oh, yes, Austin Hayes with a long ball today. They are ripping the doors off of Yankee Stadium. 14-5 for the Orioles.
And Mountcastle's got a double-double afternoon as Adley takes third.
Well, Hearn has driven in a couple of runs for the Orioles. Single in the first got the scoring started. The Orioles up to 15 hits in this game.
O'Hearn drills one through the right side, base hit. That will score Rutschman. That will score Mountcastle. Ryan O'Hearn's second hit against a lefty this year, and it is 16-5.
It is officially a Bronx beatdown.
Jose Trevino, after catching the first 8 innings, will now step onto the pitcher's mound and come in and pitch the 9th inning with the Yankees down 16-5.
Mountcastle center field, get down, and it will, base hit. An RBI for Ryan Mountcastle, his 4th of the game, and the Orioles have put up 17 runs on this Thursday, this brilliant Thursday at Yankee Stadium.
Nick Vespi could probably throw right-handed right now.
A 17-5 lead, and Vespi's looking to continue. It's been a strong start to his big league season. Trevino into center field. This will do it. Cedric Mullins is there, and it's an absolute bludgeoning. A beatdown in the boogie down Bronx. The Orioles win it by 12. 22 consecutive unbeaten series, and this one perhaps the most impressive of any of the 22.